here we are. We're going to set the table for dinner tonight. So I already put a tablecloth. You can see my table. I put the tablecloth on the table, and I like my green tablecloth because it matches my decor in the kitchen. I have a green floor, so that looks nice. It's not going to be super fancy dinner, but I do like to have a placemat. This is a placemat. It's a gold placemat. You can see it's round gold placemat. And I'm going to put that down first. And then we're going to have dinner. I'm going to put the dinner plate right in the center of the placemat like that. That's my dinner plate. And that's where I would eat my main course. We're having chicken and sweet potatoes and vegetables tonight. That's where I'm going to put those foods because that will be my main course. We're also going to start with some soup. So I'm going to put a soup plate. You can see that this plate is flat. This plate is a deep plate, so it will hold the liquid for the soup. So I'm going to put my soup plate right up over top of it. So those are my dishes that I'll need tonight. I definitely will need a napkin, okay? And sometimes I leave the napkin folded like this, but I like sometimes to make it just a little special, and I fold it into a triangle. So I folded the napkin into a triangle. And now I need my silverware. Okay, these are the things I'll need tonight. So I have a knife, a dinner fork, a dinner spoon, and I have a dessert fork. Can also be a salad fork if I'm going to have salad. So I'm going to put my knife on the right and my fork on the left. And my fork, I'm going to put my dinner fork on my napkin. So it goes on my napkin. And then since we're having soup, I will need a soup spoon. So my soup spoon goes to the right of my knife. So when I start eating tonight, I will need my soup spoon first because that's my first course. And you always start on the outside. So whatever's on the outside, whatever silverware is on the outside. So I'm going to use my soup spoon to spoon my soup, right, to eat my soup. And then once that is taken away, then I will use my knife and my fork to cut my meat and eat. So that's why I'm going to put them in that order. Soup spoon first, then the knife. And we may have some dessert, so I'm going to put my dessert fork there in case we do have dessert. There's my soup bowl. And of course, we're going to have some coffee probably, or tea. So I have a coffee cup, and I have a teaspoon, and I have the saucer. And the saucer always goes under the cup. The cup goes in the saucer, and I'm going to put it on the right there, and I'm going to put my little teaspoon inside it. Okay, again, this is not a fancy place setting. This is just an everyday place setting. So I need something to drink, right? And tonight, usually we have water or maybe juice or something light to drink. So I might put a tumbler out, and that would go on the left. So that's a water glass or a tumbler. If I'm being fancy, I might use a tumbler with a stem, a water glass with a stem. This is the stem of the glass. So that's the water glass. And if I'm going to have wine, maybe I'll put the wine glass there. That's a stem glass too, has a stem, and that looks pretty together. So I think I'll leave that there, all right? Because we're having coffee at the end of our meal, I'm going to need a sugar bowl. This is my sugar bowl, and I have a sugar spoon. The sugar spoon is just a little different than the teaspoon, if you can see. There's the teaspoon and there's a sugar spoon. See how it has a rounded top to it? It's a little different than the teaspoon. Just a special spoon. So I'm going to put that in my sugar bowl, and my sugar bowl has a top to keep the sugar fresh. And I'm also going to need a creamer because some people will want cream in their coffee. So I'm going to put cream or milk in that later. So that's my table setting. And I wish I could invite you, but virtually here you are. And we're going to have dinner in a little bit.